Hey guys, what's up? So we are here in the Humber Arboretum area, and just over there is Finch Avenue West, and then a little bit west of here is the 427. So this is kind of we're gonna be walking right through the wilderness. It's it's just a pathway that is surrounded by forestry. Well, not so much forestry, but kind of a meadow. And yeah, you're surrounded by bushes and whatnot. But yeah, that grass creates a path here for bird watching. These are the birds here in their habitats. Now this sign right here, it's very faded, so you can't see very well. But these are the type of birds in the habitats. So, you got forests of maple, oak, ash, pine. Yeah, I'm not going to read it all out loud. So, those plaques talk about how birds migrate. But interestingly enough, very few birds stay year-round, which is impressive. But birds like chickadees and a special cardinal, they have their feathers really their feathers really keep them warm, so very little skin is exposed to the cold. And so with chickadees, they may huddle together, they may lower their body temperatures. It's either chickadees or cardinals, but they may lower their body temperatures to stay warm. And chickadees, they hide in cavities of trees at night. And, because this is really a territory for bird watching, I like how they put those nests on the poles. Like, it's not some ordinary tree with a nest inside. No, it's on a pole, on poles, and you got the nests are built right there. And I'm assuming those conservationists and landscape technicians, they do that specifically so that people can still enjoy watching the birds, and then they don't have to relocate if something happens. Because sometimes when birds build a nest in their trees, the wind may knock it down. Or some animals, they may try to climb up the tree. Like raccoons, the raccoons can get in there and knock it down. I hear a bird flapping its wings, but I hope it's not something that's going to attack me. Now here they have totem poles of the different bird species here. You got butterflies. I just saw one with an owl. Is that a bird feeder over there? Don't know what that is. So the temperature right now is 28 degrees centigrade. It's supposed to go up to 30, 31 degrees today. Oh, there's the owl. So they kind of model out the different types of birds. There's a resting spot for bird watchers, so if you want to sit down and take out your binoculars, watch the birds, you're welcome to. Although the bench doesn't look very clean. So this is the plaque that talks about how the different birds keep themselves warm in the winter. They have northern cardinals, and then downy woodpecker, black-capped chickadee. So it's basically a northern cardinal. Yeah, any time of the year. So they eat, looks like they eat pigments and insects. So anyhow, we're going to be hiking towards Indian Line Campground, which is in Mississauga. So we'll basically be hiking right through the northwestern tip of the city of TO and into Mississauga. So here you got, you know, the I wonder what that thing is. I was gonna say it's a dragonfly, but I don't think so. But I do recognize it. Woodpecker, and don't know what type of bird that is. I'm not an expert on birds, but maybe this will be my thumbnail opportunity. May not be a proper thumbnail, but nevertheless, at least this will be a candidate for a thumbnail. So I just had a test at college today, and I'm eager and nervous at the same time to find out how well I did. God forbid did I fail the test, because I studied the whole weekend. That's why I couldn't make any. This is why I haven't been making videos since last Monday, Canada Day, because I had to edit out that video where I met up with Sapand, and that video had technical difficulties. The first time I was not satisfied because one viewer commented saying the quality is washed out, and there was a duplicate clip in the middle of the video. Then the second time I re-uploaded it, there was no audio. So the third time I re-uploaded it, and it's fine. No duplicate clips, no audio. I kept a closer watch by the different clips, and not so that they don't duplicate each other. So that was like the last video I uploaded on YouTube. So now we're back in business. I don't have any more tests anytime soon. Therefore, I can get back to making vlogs as usual. But I was studying the whole weekend, and I always have a sneaking suspicion that I don't do very well on the test, even though I may know the content. But, you know, the thing with studying for tests, you can study for tests and still fail, but it reduces your risk of failing. So now we're back on the pedestrian pathway, and this is Finch, and this is where this is around the area where this is Toronto Bird Flyways, they call it. That's where I ended my video back in 2022, because I filmed a video here in the fall of 2022, and I think I ended the video just up there, but I've never walked anywhere past here before, so let's go. These roses there are lavender colored, some white petals. I was gonna go out and make vlogs yesterday, but then I thought I thought it would be an ordeal, because then I'll have less time to study for the test. But at least I'm not addicted to leaving stuff to the last minute like I used to. We're also not far from Wet n Wild, which is a water park in Brampton. But Brampton is a little bit north. It's just north past Steeles. Although, no, Brampton, I'm just trying to think. I know you can get to Brampton along Finch, because Wet n Wild Water Park is on Finch Avenue or Finch Avenue East, in Brampton's perspective. So, you know, it's very confusing. So this here is Clairville Dam, and that's where trail ends. Beware of flooding. Well, I don't think it's going to rain anytime soon. Therefore, I think I'm fine. There's the electrical box. Water quality monitoring system. Well, if it's high voltage, then we better keep out. There's a rest bench for people who want to sit there and admire the scenery. And that over there is 427. I mean, according to the Maps application, it says that Indian Line Campground is in Mississauga, but I have a feeling it's in Brampton because, like I say, we're not too far from Wet n Wild, and Wet n Wild is in Brampton. I was at Wet n Wild Water Park around this time of year, a year ago today. Well, a little bit more than a year ago today, but that was the one and only time I've been there. I don't know what I'm gonna do after my semester is over, my college semester, because it ends next month. Oh, look at that. That looks just like a cathedral. Has a bit of a Soviet vibe. Okay, better make sure I'm not pointing the camera down too much, because I am using my selfie stick right now. So after we pass the 427, we'll be in Peel region. We'll be outside of the city. Oh, look at that. That looks like a cardinal, some kind of cardinal. Although I don't know if cardinals are the one. No, I think cardinals are red. I don't know what you call those birds, those blackbirds with the colorful dot on its belly. Looks like we're near a hydro area, because I do see that does look like a hydro tower in the distance. By the way, my dad drove me to college this morning, and I saw an OG diesel running along Kipling, but it must have been either a training bus or a non-service bus, because 45 is currently Mount Dennis, and when we got to Rexdale Boulevard, like Highway 27 and Rexdale, it was I think it was Belfield, like where the 45B runs. There was the new Flyer Excelsior, but I point this out because pretty soon, I don't know when, 45 Kipling is moving back to Queensway Division. It's currently operated by Mount Dennis Division. It was Queensway, and then it became Arrow Road, and now it's Mount Dennis. But they are going to switch the 45 route back to Queensway, which makes me a little sad, despite I don't use that route very often because it's not my home route. But I kind of like 45 being Mount Dennis, even though it doesn't really make any sense, especially since it was like Queensway, then Arrow Road, then Mount Dennis. So, but it's out of my control. So yeah, I'll have to stay tuned and find out exactly when. Because despite being a transit fan, it's hard for me to tell when exactly something's gonna happen. But you know, it does kind of make sense to move it back to Queensway because it's in the West End. We're kind of far from the Mount Dennis Division vicinity. I mean, Arrow Road sort of makes sense. But I just like 45, Kipling being a Mount Dennis route. So there's a water stream right there. It could be a filtration plant or something, because that's where the West Humber River ends. Well, that's where it starts and ends. And then it joins up with the main Humber River. We're now coming out of the valley into Indian Line Campground. Last time I went camping was August 2020 in Algonquin Park. And that was the last time I traveled with parents. Like, I haven't traveled with my folks since then. And yeah, Algonquin Park camping was still open despite COVID-19. Because when I say 2020, you know what you think of. So that must be the campground somewhere around here. This is probably this must be for vehicles. Doesn't really look like a campground. Are we even supposed to be here? I guess, because there's no other place. There's no other way to get out of here. A lot of Hapag-Lloyd trucks around here. I don't know, this seems to be the Hapag-Lloyd hub because I feel like there's a lot of them around here. I guess because this area is pretty industrial and commercialized as well. So now that we're coming up to, coming out of the valley, I'll do my closing intro. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more transit, nature, walking videos coming your way. And hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Peace out. I'll just have to find my way back to my familiar place. I mean, I'm only on Finch, so I think I know where I'm headed. I should be on the right track. Maybe there's a bus I can catch. Oh well, I'll figure it out. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.